welcome up Penny Walker!
So my name's Penny, and I live about a 20-minute bike ride away in Stoke Newington. I know it's 20 minutes because I timed it. Woo! And living in Stoke Newington means I get to shop at the UK's only fully organic farmers market. Woo! And I share cycle lanes with the highest proportion of cyclists in London. Woo! Is anyone in from Stoke Newington tonight? Yeah! Pedal power! So I'm Penny, and I'm a group facilitator. So if you could all turn to someone that you don't know. Just kidding. Turn to two people that you don't know. So I'm a group facilitator. What does that mean, I hear you cry? What does that mean? I'm glad you asked. So I help people have better conversations about the really tricky sustainability issues like saving the rainforests, or breaking our unhealthy addiction to overconsumption, or finally sorting out the office milk rota. And the people that I get to work with are fantastic, brilliant, committed people. I help them have better conversations, help them listen to each other better. And the thing I really love about my job, is the stationery. You would not believe how many different sizes of post-it notes there are. From tiny ones that are just the right size for labelling your kale salad in the fridge at work, to bloody great enormous ones that you could map out an entire low-carbon economy on. Or make a bateau-necked wedding dress for a lovely duchess. Or wrap a body in. I mean, these things are big. I was running a workshop last week, and it was Chatham House rules, and with the GDPR, I can't give you his real name. Let's just call him Annoying Alec. I knew he was annoying because he was wearing a cream linen suit. So Annoying Alec said to me, "Penny, you use a lot of paper, don't you? That's not very sustainable." And you know, being a facilitator, I'm not defensive. I'm open-minded. You know, I'm happy to receive all contributions from participants. So I said, "Oh, that's a good point, Alec. You know, tell me your ideas for how we could use less paper." But in my head, bad Penny, the real me, was filling him with the flip chart stand and shouting, "Fuck off, Alec!" Sustainable. I dressed my kids in second-hand clothes. They loved it. No, they didn't. They didn't love it. But you have to give them something to talk to their therapist about. Otherwise, Stoke Newington's economy would collapse. I give people energy-efficient light bulbs for Christmas. You know that's true. I haven't flown for over 10 years, and you're worried about a few tiny post-it notes. But the really annoying thing is that, of course, Alec was right. We can all do something to reduce our environmental impact, whatever line of work we're in. You know, and I do my bit. I cycle to meetings, as we've already established. I reuse the blue tack off the back of the flip charts. I don't do icebreakers, out of respect for polar bears. But Alec doesn't know the half of it. It's not just the paper. I get through a lot of marker pens. I'm going to tell you something about marker pens this evening that will blow your minds. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Marker pens can be refilled. I know, it's life-changing, isn't it? And the problem is that, like phone chargers and mobile phones, they all use slightly different systems. But don't worry, I've done the research so that you don't have to. And my third favourite kind of marker pen is the friendly marker from Sweden, land of endless forests and long winters. And with this pen, its barrel is made of cardboard instead of plastic, so that's already a really good start. When it runs out, you sort of stand it upright on this intricately carved wooden stand, and you fit a kind of collar of shame around its neck, like when your dog comes back from the vet. And you drip ink into it from a little bottle, and it stands there until all the ink has been absorbed. The pen, obviously, not the dog. You wouldn't put ink on a dog unless it was a Labradoodle. Come on. The problem with the Friendly Pen setup is that the whole thing's a little bit unstable. One false move and it's like a moon cup disaster. So my second favourite pen is the Staedtler pen from Germany. And the thing about these is that they come with a really well-engineered squat bottle of ink with a really reassuringly low centre of gravity. And when you need to refill the pen, you sort of dive it in, nose first, nib first, and it sort of sucks up the ink into itself. And the reason I really love these pens is that I've discovered that you can put other kinds of pen into the ink pot. Yeah, so 1-0 to me. But my favourite kind of pen, the best pen on earth, is the Pilot V System pen from Japan. Japan is the home, as you know, as we've already heard, of sushi and other intricate, delicate aesthetic forms like origami and Hello Kitty. And these pens are fantastic. They come in a wide range of colours, not just your normal ones, but orange and purple, or foraged elderberry, as we call it in Stoke Newington. And they write with a line as smooth as the head of PR at a nuclear power station. And the refill system, when they run out of ink, they have a cartridge in them, and you kind of pull out the empty cartridge and you slot in a new full one, and it's cleverly designed not to puncture the cartridge until it's safely in place. Way easier than changing a moon cup. And these pens truly are astounding. You know, they are Penny McPenface. That might be me. They are the locally sourced organic tofu of pens. They are the David Attenborough of pens. But I can't give these pens to people to use in my workshops. Ever. Again. Because annoying Alec wasn't listening properly when I explained to him which end of the pen was the nib, lid, head end, and which was the bum, ink end. And I could see him across the room, and he was kind of twist and pull, and I was like, no, well, maybe, no. And it was as if time stood still. I had time to think, Alec, is that the first time you've got your face and your arse mixed up? And the room froze. It was like opposite of an icebreaker. And the inevitable disaster happened, and Alec in the cream linen suit was now Alec in the elderberry and cream linen suit. And he had to de-suit. Fortunately, we had some really big post-it notes with us. And the best thing about it is that my new line of hand-folded recycled paper origami suits are going down a storm at the farmer's market.
Part of the compare's job at a comedy night is to ask the questions that all of the audience were thinking. Those of you who are listening carefully, Penny said in the middle that she hasn't flown for 10 years. So the really big news is, until 10 years ago, Penny could fly. You would have thought you'd lead with that. Does anyone know where my powers have gone? The Penny Walkers. Is that why they changed your name to Walker? Did it used to be...